right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash, the abundance of the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men of great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, through the Rekakwadash. All right, just in salutations to the elect out there. All right, I want to do a quick lesson going into this video I came across. It says, so-called black worker called Aunt Your Mama, which is a proverb that a lot of these so-called blacks receive from these other nations, especially the Edomites. It says by Walmart manager before wrongful firing, allegedly. All right, let's start with Leviticus to get some context. Now, this is Leviticus. Let's go back up. It's Leviticus 26. Let's start at verse 14. In the heading, it says the penalties of disobedience. And this is to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, this is what happens when you are disobedient to the Lord by breaking his commandments, by showing rebellion. This is what he brought upon us. All right, let's start at verse 14. It says, but if ye will not hearken unto me and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, and if ye are so abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you a terror, consumption, the burning ugg that shall consume your eyes, and cause sorrow of heart, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, and your enemies shall eat them up. You see, and the enemy has eaten Israel up. You see, he devoured us. That's why we're in captivity. You see, because of our disobedience. So the Lord sent the enemies of Israel to be, lords over us, and we're at a low estate. All right, verse 17. It says, and I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. You see, captivity. And the point, it says, they that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee with no man pursue it. But the point is that they that hate you shall reign over you. And as you're going to see in this video, the Edomites, this kingdom favors them more than the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, let's play the video. Salakia.
Black ex-Walmart employee was called Aunt Your Mama by a man. Put up the picture for a mask. The hell? Here we go. In Washington, a 71-year-old woman named Zena Gurton. Ms. Gurton is suing Walmart for wrongful termination after the store where she formerly worked summarily fired her for shoplifting items that she had purchased. Her federal lawsuit also claims racial and gender discrimination in its employment practices. Ms. Gurton worked at the Oak Harbor, Washington Walmart, October 2020 to January 2023, starting as a full-time customer service employee, earning $15 an hour. By March of 2022, Ms. Gurton was working intermittently as, quote, acting team leader, a role that included additional responsibilities, but did not come with any increase in pay. That is so Walmart of them. Over the next 8 months, she was twice passed over for promotion to open team lead positions in favor of younger white males, and then required to train them to do the job she was already performing, the lawsuit says. Both men soon decided to go back to their old positions, one as a cashier and another in the garden department. When Ms. Gurton asked why she didn't get the position, Ashika Singh, a female manager, told her, quote, it was safer having a man up front, her lawsuit claims. In January 2023, Ms. Gurton was promoted to temporary team lead and still denied an increase in pay. Again, she claims she was told that she would have to wait another 6 months to be promoted to a permanent team lead position. Meanwhile, she claims white employees, or a white employee in particular named Bambi Barr. Ms. Barr, according to the allegation, engaged in a campaign of harassment against her. Ms. Barr allegedly told Ms. Gurton, quote, "I don't like to talk to people like you." Then said she only dated black men and that she, quote, hates black women with power because they think they could tell her what to do. When Ms. Gurton complained about Barr's statements, which she found discriminatory, her supervisor allegedly responded that Barr could not be racist because she dates black men, and dismissed her concerns as, quote, silly. Barr was later promoted to team leader in the store's apparel section in August 2023, according to a Facebook post on the Oak Harbor Walmart store page. So Ms. Singh, the supervisor, the manager, also described Ms. Gurton as our little Aunt Jemima, end quote, after an incident with a Walmart customer who was acting belligerent and racist towards the plaintiff. The complaint says Gurton complained about not being promoted to a full-time position in January of 2023. A month later, she was escorted to the store manager's office where she was accused of shoplifting. Walmart security manager, Michelle Keaton, confronted her with still images from store surveillance from December 27, 2022 that showed Ms. Gurton putting items into a bag. The security manager told Ms. Gurton she knew the plaintiff stole the items because Gurton's Walmart app was not used to buy anything that day. Ms. Gurton replied she had never stolen anything in her entire life, that she must have used another card to buy the items and that her bank statements would prove it. Rather than verifying Ms. Gurton's explanation with bank records, Walmart fired her on the spot and had Oak Harbor police escort her from the premises, from which she was now banned. It's called a trespass order. Barr then posted photos of Ms. Gurton being escorted from the store by police and posted them on Facebook, according to the complaint. That means that Walmart posted those pictures because she was acting as an employed agent of Walmart during this time. Following her firing, Ms. Gurton was indicted for shoplifting, but the charges were dismissed. Why? The plaintiff provided the receipts to the prosecutor.
See?
That's why. Quote, the ordeal was particularly frightening, humiliating, caused the plaintiff a severe distress, according to the complaint, which charges Walmart with violations of state and federal rights laws on basis of race, age, and or sex. Her lawsuit seeks general, special, and punitive damages to be determined by a jury. Statement from Walmart, quote, we don't tolerate discrimination of any kind. We are reviewing the complaint and will respond appropriately to the court. Wow. The fact, and this is a fact not in question, the fact that they fired her on the spot because they had stills, images, these images of her purchasing things, and decided not to do the other thing, which is, well, just review the records. You don't even have to go to the bank.
Right.
Okay? Walmart has the records too. That's how the record works. They didn't do that. And this is supposed to be loss prevention. Loss prevention, they have access to these records. They have to have access to the records because this is how they prove theft. When they go to court, they have to prove a theft took place. So they had access to the records. They decided either A, to not engage in the investigative prowess as required, or B, they did and still fired her anyway, knowing she purchased it utilizing a different payment methodology rather than the app, which is her right to do so.
And why? Because your enemies, they that hate you, shall reign over you. We're still under the curses. We're still in the land of our captivity, you see? All right, I'll end the lesson here. And to all you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, return to the Lord before it's too late. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. And repent before the decree spring forth from the Lord and destruction comes. All right. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shem Rikakwadash. Shalom.